now while he's logging in. So, first off, I want to give the shout out to her name is Ammy Biscuits. She's the artist who drew this for us. When I asked you guys for the description of your characters and stuff like that, she took that and she even went and watched a couple of the videos to kind of get a full understanding, or at least a general understanding of your characters' personalities. Fuck! The chip didn't go down the right throat. Yeah, the chip didn't go down right. But anyways, so she actually went and she watched a couple of the videos, got your characters' personalities, took the descriptions you guys gave her, and made the portrait that we have now, and made it to fit our characters. So, Will, if you will go ahead and reveal the finalized picture.
And map layer.
And you have the finalized picture. Is that?
I don't think that's the right one.
That's
no,
not the right
I don't
one.
think the. Nope.
God
Whoops.
Damn it. Big reveal fail here.
Why didn't it didn't save right?
Yeah, definitely. That's the one from the Discord I posted.
No, that should be the right one. I don't think the eyes are loading in right because I only saved.
No, it's not the eyes. Saved. No, that's the completely wrong picture.
Alright, here we go. What?
Oh. Technical difficulties.
And go.
And
there we go.
There it is. There we go.
So
shading and stuff.
Yeah. So she for Grim, I told her that he is a hybrid werewolf creature, so she did give him some wolf-like features. So as you can tell, he's got the pointed ears and the more pointy eyes for your werewolf-like features and all that kind of stuff.
Like a little snarl.
So
there we go. That's better.
So if you guys and I'll post the actual picture in our Discord so everybody can have access to it. And I'll say again, if you guys ever have another character that you want drawn up, I'm going to post her information in our Discord and on the Instagram or in our YouTube channel. Fuck me running. So that you guys can reach out to her and see if she can do up some drawings for you. But
yeah, it looks really awesome.
Yeah.
No, I like Okara. Okara and Signa are my two favorites. I see you got little Sparky in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
She went. She had already had this kind of layout already done when we did acquire Sparky, and I just sent her a message and asked her if she could add him. For Josephine, we did try to add in the bear hood. Unfortunately, it just didn't look right to me, so we just kind of nixed
I
it.
should have her do a commission of just Josephine with the bear hood up.
There you go.
Yeah.
The arms.
Yeah, and she's already said that she'd be more than willing to do it. So, but yeah, Ammy Biscuits, thank you for doing this for us.
It's awesome.
Definitely. It's sweet looking.
I feel left out.
You could always spin it so like you're the dragon.
I'm the dragon. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, I do play the dragon. I do make all his little noises and stuff.
Exactly.
You're
So we're not
Sparky.
going to talk about Signa's soul patch there, or...
Hey,
this is how all the characters look canonically, by the way, now.
Yeah.
They all canonically look like this.
Yeah, I mean, he sent me a fucking Hero Forge looking model, so she went off that for him.
There you go. Okay.
Look at that big, thick, with 3 C's staff.
I know.
Thick and thick.
That staff ain't nothing to fuck. That staff can almost be a fucking spear. It's awesome. I think that should be
It's a Wu-Tang staff.
Alright, so we're with, from now on, I'm going to I'm going to moonize this a bit. From now on, this picture shall be. I don't know. What's a good place to put it? What's a good place to make it look natural?
Bottom right, maybe.
Bottom right.
Put it in a picture frame and then put it at the top right by the bookmark up here.
Yeah, like I'll see if I
Like,
can
put a border on it. And
put a
then,
border on it.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. We'll try. I'll try and get that done next session. But for now, I'll put it right there.
Yeah, and if
You
you
should
guys
tilt it and align it to go with the picture in this both here.
Oh, okay. I'll see if I can
with the dragon.
But if you guys do reach out to her and get any commission work done for these characters, please send them so we can get them all posted and shown.
Well, duh.
That actually looks pretty That actually looks pretty good.
How's that?
I like that.
I like
There
it.
we go. All right. So
Everybody gets 50 XP for picture placement.
If it were so easy.
So last time we did a bunch of housekeeping. This time we're doing picture frame. All right.
that is a decent way to. Hold on. Let me get a. That is a decent way to explain sort of explain what went down last session. You all returned from your excursion to Cragmaw Castle, had cleared it out of the orcs that reside in there, came back to the city of Phandalin to find that Yarno Glassstaff, the man that you had captured, who was working for the Black Spider.
You say
Yarno, not Yarno. God damn. But Yarno Glassstaff, the man working for the Black Spider, and the former head of the Red Brand Bandits. However, he had been murdered during the night on one of the days you were gone. So you all investigated it. Okara had discovered that it might have been done from someone she had a former working relationship with, as by former I mean like her group, and then you all returned to your the manor that you had been gifted, to find it repaired and stocked, and furnished with decent furnishings, like wooden shelves, a queen-sized bed in each room, and all the splintered and broken parts repaired, drapes added, and you went through the process of hiring some hirelings, 2 cooks, 4 typical work staff, and the head maid Sky. Afterwards, you all went about your day, getting used to your new area of living. Some of you more comfortable than others. Mm-hmm. And until eventually you all went to bed for the night. Mendardus, however, utilizing his elven heritage and only needing 4 hours of trance, woke up and opted to go to his study to continue, working and begin working on another health potion. And it was then he had a confrontation with a quiet individual, an individual who had grabbed him and held a blade to him. But just when he told him to check under the desk for a panel of some kind, Mendardus decided to let loose a thunderous chaos bolt, or I believe it was chromatic orb, utilizing the thunder damage, creating a significant thoom, waking up the house's occupants. But at that, his assailant said, "You shouldn't have done that," and coated the room in darkness, and that is where we resume today. So, everyone, I'm gonna drop your tokens. I'm gonna extend the map.
Now, I'm gonna ask: would this be considered a magical effect?
It is a magical effect, but
okay.
it is not a saving throw. If what you're thinking of, like Sparky's abilities, it is just darkness that fills the room.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna put your guys' tokens in the bottom here, so you can roll your initiative. but all of you, except for Mandardis, not in the room yet.
So do I need to go ahead and roll initiative?
Yes, please put up the initiative tracker. So, like, if you look in the bottom left right there's everyone's tokens, so they can click and highlight for their initiative. But you are not in the room just yet.
Okay, I have an 11.
11, alright. Trying to find fight music going. No, I use that too much. This'll do. Commands. Explanation point of play. You said 11,
Yes.
Mandardis?
Yes.
That would be a dose for Signa.
Signa, solid 2. Lanton, ooh, natural 20. But due to his negative, it's only a 19.
Loving it.
Nice.
So how do we change our token avatar?
I can do that for you. At the end of tonight's session, I'll add a ring to it and give it a health bar and all that.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, because I updated my bio sheet with
Nice.
Signa from the picture.
Yeah, I see that. Like the reason, I did a special thing because typically health bars don't show up, so I made it so that they do.
Gotcha.
So I will work it into it so he gets a +4. So. Alright, let's see here. Okara, Lanton, Signa, Mandardis. I think all we're missing is Josephine.
I'm trying.
And
It's being a real big
Oh no, you do have
pain.
Grim.
It keeps saying that I'm not clicking on a token.
You don't have Grim, do you?
I don't think.
You should. Are you highlighting the token?
Yeah, it's not letting me highlight the token either.
You may have to pull your own out. It wouldn't
I
let
think
me
I might
highlight my tokens either.
Yeah, hold on. I think I made a mistake.
It's okay, I can pull mine out.
Made a whoopsie. I made a whoopsie.
I can't pull mine either.
Token layer. There you go. I put it on the map layer by accident.
There we go.
You should be able to highlight it. You should be able to highlight it now. Might be.
Now we can do things.
Damn it. Now I realize it.
Did I do it now?
No.
Yeah, you did it.
Yay!
That
Jill,
is a
aren't you at full
massive
health
fucking
now?
hat.
Ooh, fun fact, my initiative disappeared.
Yeah.
Why is my health what?
It is gone.
We should be back to full health, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, don't know why it's like that.
There we go. Beep.
Versus at a 13. And I think Grim was the only one. Is the one missing? Only one missing now.
Yeah, I don't have initiative anymore.
Yeah.
It disappeared.
What did you roll? I'm looking. I'm looking
I didn't
for
roll
your
any.
chat.
No, I literally don't have initiative anymore.
I know. But what
Hang
did you roll when you first got onto initiative?
Go to edit. Bam. Click my button again. And bam. There you go.
Oh, you just didn't. Okay.
It wasn't showing up under me.
Turn order settings descending. So first up, the top of the initiative order is Blanton. Blanton, you have a room on the second floor. So It'll take you one round to get on the first floor, another round to get to Mandardis's room. So, unless you want to do anything different. If you're just gonna go normal running, what do? You awaken, and by the way, no one's in their armor, so no one's wearing their armor. So your AC is just 10 plus your Dex, except for Josephine, who has unarmored, which is 10 plus Dex plus Con.
Excuse me, I sleep in my bare hood now?
I don't remember taking off my armor. But I just happened.
You're in your house. I assume you don't sleep with your armor on.
I trust no one.
That's what you think.
So I'm assuming everybody's pretty much clustered roughly together within 60 feet of one another as we're running down the steps.
Blanton and you wake up and you see, like, you're the first one up and out of your room. You open your room door, but you hear the scrambling of your companions as they go and grab their weapons as well. But you were the first one out of your door.
So what I'm saying
On the
is,
second floor.
so what I'm wanting to do is if I see other people, I want to cast Shield of Faith to give everybody the AC, or to give
Shield-
three people.
Shield of Faith, I believe, is only on you. Or like, not on you, but only on one person, Shield of Faith.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I got that mixed up with something. Yeah, so let me just do Shield of Faith on myself and give me 2 more AC.
Okay, yeah, so you'll have 2 AC, so 10 plus your Dex, which is negative, so 9, plus your AC, which is 11. Because especially for those who sleep in heavy armor, like Signa and Blanton, it is a pain in the ass to sleep in your armor.
How far away is my armor?
Your armor would be, I'd say definitely it's like off to the side, in a like I wouldn't say like you packed it up, but like you have it like maybe in your in a wardrobe. But putting on armor takes time. Let me look up the exact amount of time for certain armor classes.
3 to 5 minutes or something like that for the medium to heavy, if I remember right.
Getting out of armor, getting into light armor is 1 minute. Getting into medium armor is 5 minutes. Getting into heavy armor is 10 minutes.
Well, that's a whole lifetime.
So,
Alright, fuck it. Skip the armor for now.
So yeah,
Alright.
then I'll just do that. I'll run as far as I can and pop Shield of Faith on myself as I'm running down the steps.
all right. So it takes you. You use your. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out where the door is.
For here, it'd be just for this. It'd be like down here. You'd be
Oh.
entering in here. I'll pop you.
Okay.
I'll put your character in whenever you show up.
Gotcha.
However, so you use your bonus action to cast Shield of Faith and use your movement and action. So you're out of the room and down the stairs. It's now the assailant's. It's now the assailant's turn. Can't really see him, so I'm gonna. Alright, you're in range. Let's see, what's he gonna do? He's going to use a poisoned. He's going to use Poison Strike.
Let me ask. Do I have my? I would normally have my staff with me in my study, correct or no?
Roll. Yeah, I'd say you definitely if this is your study, I'd say you take like your more magical materials with you.
Okay.
But you wouldn't have had time to cast mage armor.
No,
however.
no, that's not what I'm worried about.
All right, so I'm rolling. Okay, does a 17 hit you?
It would. Let me hold on. I'm gonna ask. Would I be able to cast shield?
Yep, that's your reaction.
Okay, let me. I gotta.
We'll add 5 to your AC. So your AC currently is 10
No.
plus 2.
So it would be my AC would be an 18.
Okay, so 18, so it misses.
Okay.
You
And
cast shield. You feel you hear the whizzing of something in the air, and you think weapon, and so you put up you slam your staff down in front of you, and you watch as the arcane barrier shimmers in front of you, and you hear a clang as something knocks off it. You hear another whoosh as a second dagger is thrown your way. This time it is a 23 to hit.
that would hit no matter what.
Yep. Let's see here. So you take 2 points of piercing damage,
Uh-huh.
and he is hidden from you, so this is a sneak attack. You take another 10 points of sneak attack damage. I need you to roll me a Constitution save as you feel the dagger sink inside of you, and you feel the familiar jolt of a poison strike.
8.
8, so you take the full damage, and are poisoned, which means all your attack rolls are at disadvantage. And you take another 10 points of poison damage.
It's not like they weren't already at disadvantage anyways.
So you take another 10 points of poison damage. As you
So
feel the
22 total?
Yep, 22 total.
That's cool.
It's rogues, man. Just be glad he isn't like Okara, and it's just that was an auto crit. But you feel the you stagger as you're like shit, and are like wobbling. Okara.
Oh, whoa. I can't hear anything with somebody scratching in the headset a lot.
There he goes.
Yeah. I muted you temporarily, Hart, because your mic's acting up.
Oh.
Still going. I'll unmute him when he comes back to him. Anyway,
So I didn't hear anything. I just heard Okara. That was it.
it is your turn. It is your turn
Okay.
currently. You hear the boom of thunder from Mendardis' attack, and you're immediately jolted awake. You grab your weapons, but that's all you can do. You can't put on your armor.
Okay, I'm gonna run downstairs as fast as I can.
I'd say because you have a bonus action dash, you zip by everyone and are able to get to the room first. You throw open the door to, so I'd say you're like right here.
Okay.
You throw open the door to Mendardis' room, and you're just met with blackness. And as an elf, you typically have like dark vision and the ability to see through darkness. Obviously, this is something magical, and you're looking around like, oh, I can't see nothing.
Okay. So I guess I will just. Can I hide in the corner and just kind of see what's going on and wait?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll a stealth check. Say this is there you go. 11. All right.
To kind of see what's going to transpire.
So you press up. So you move your character wherever you want. It's easy to hide,
Okay.
especially in a room where it's pitch dark.
Exactly.
Thrisis, you're up. You
My
hear the
mic's still
thum.
being weird.
No, yeah, you're good now.
Okay.
So you hear the thum. You can pick up your shield, which will give you a +2, and your mace. But you can't put on your armor. So your AC is 10 plus your dexterity +2 because of your shield. And you run towards Thrisis' room. You have Mendardis' room. You have your room is on the bottom floor, so you're able to get to him just normally. So you see the door already open. You come in and you just see darkness. Right here where the door would be. So what do you do?
I will do a thing. Do the thing.
Yes, the thing.
That thing.
Channel Divinity with Radiant Dawn. A signal you can use your Channel Divinity to harness sunlight and banishing darkness and dealing radiant damage to your foe. The holy symbol and any magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Automatically, each hostile creature within 30 of you must make a con save. Right. Yep, you're definitely in, so the darkness is dispelled. Let me select it. Delete it. And in doing so, you reveal Okara, like just sort of sitting there pressed up against the wall. And also you see a individual, white hair, pitch black, almost like black and blue skin, adorning armor, wielding like daggers in his hands. Okara, you recognize him as... I'm trying to find his name. You recognize him as a Vinal, a half-drow assassin for the group that you used to work with.
Okay.
However, Vinal does need to make a Constitution saving throw. Because he is a hostile creature. And fails, so he takes a full 7 radiant damage. So that was...
To yell out to him, do I have to wait for my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
You it won't take up an action, but you do have to wait till your turn to say something.
Gotcha.
Josephine, you're up. You are likewise on the first floor, so unless you want to do anything different, you'll take your entire turn to get down to the from the second floor to the first floor.
Wait, I thought I was on the second floor.
That's what I'm saying. You're on the second floor, and it'll take you an entire turn to get down to the first floor, unless you want to do anything different.
Where's my room located
You
compared to his?
you said
Jump
you
out the
claimed-
window and run through the front door.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
you-
trying to figure
So
out.
you claimed-
Tarzan swing from my balcony in through his window.
Not in through his window, maybe like through the because his Yarno was very secretive, so he kept his room in the back left corner. You can jump down with a proper athletics check to the first floor and bust through the front door, and maybe cut the time in half. But that is if you do a decent enough acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do? All right, you want me an acrobatics check if you burst open your onto the balcony and jump off.
You know, why not? You said acrobatics, right?
Yes.
Clicky. Oh no.
You just need to start rolling your own dice.
Do I just have a face plant or?
You do just face plant, unfortunately, and you take ooze. Let's see. And you take. Let me get the dice out. You take just one point of falling damage, but you do end up flat on your face and have to use half your movement to stand up. So you go in through the front doors, but that's about as and you get like halfway to Mandartis' study, but you don't get all the way, unfortunately.
All right.
Just trip and fall down the stairs.
Yeah.
Mandartis, it is your Mandartis, it is now your turn. Your assailant has been revealed.
Okay, if I remember correctly, last time I used one, you said I could use a healing potion on myself as a bonus action, correct?
You can indeed.
I'm going to use one of the potions I've already made to heal. What is that?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. That will be, fuck, math, hard, brain, hurt, 7 points.
7 points of healing. All right.
At least it's not reverse math.
You mean subtraction?
And then I am going to cast...
Burning hands.
I don't have burning hands. No. I am going to cast Shatter on him, and hopefully it works. Otherwise, I've got another idea.
So, I mean, you can. Shatter is a 20-foot radius, and if you.
Am I...
So you get so depending on where you position it, you either get yourself or you get your friends. You have to choose one of the two.
Fuck you guys.
No, because the door's right here, right down by
Okay, yeah. So if you want to position it right there, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it right there. Which
Right?
You can destroy your whole study.
Yeah, the non-magical
it's only-
items
it's-
are.
okay. It's a 10-foot radius.
Oh, 10 foot? I thought it was 20 foot.
No,
Never mind.
it's only
So
10 foot.
it's-
So I can put it.
it's
I'll put
only-
it right on him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it right on him.
Your bed.
That's not my bed.
Uh-oh.
And he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
He will do so. What is your save?
13.
He rolled a 14, so he takes half damage.
All right, so let me roll the damage. That is 3d8. So he takes 8, 11, 17 points of thunder damage.
17 divided by 2, 8 points of thunder damage.
Yes.
So you also roll me on your wild magic table because you used a Tides of Chaos last game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, we're rolling on the table.
Yep.
Give me a second. Let me get my table. 16, just so you can start looking it up too.
No problem. So 16.
16, and then so we are on. Okay, nuisance. I'm okay with that. And then 59.
59.
Oh,
whoops.
another good
You
one.
lose your dark vision.
Wait, is it lose?
Yeah, if you have dark vision, you lose it for 1 minute.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I thought you were saying
But-
permanently in. I was like, damn, that's fucked.
Yeah,
No,
shit.
it's only a nuisance.
It'd be terrible.
But you like thankfully there's light in the room, but otherwise you feel like nothing's happened. You're like, okay. Also, by the way, I was rereading Wild Magic Sorcerer. Every time when you roll on the Wild Magic table, you regain your Tides of Chaos.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, so like whenever you use your Tides of Chaos, it's gone, and then when you roll on the Wild Magic table, you regain it. So
Oh,
you
okay,
have your
cool.
Tides of Chaos. So you have your Tides of Chaos back now.
Woohoo!
Grim, you have a room on the bottom floor. You eventually come in. However, you see Thrisis' body blocking it. You can push past him, but it'll use like maybe 5 to 50. It'd be using like. You can push past him, but that's as far as you can get into the room, just like right here.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Do I
you use
have-
your action to dash.
Do I have a weapon with me?
Yeah, I assume you picked up your weapon, whether it be your rapier or your crossbow. Up to you.
Sweet.
But you are, like I said, you are not wearing armor.
Right. I took my armor off, so I'm at a 13 now. Well, I guess I'll just shoot him with a crossbow.
All right, go ahead. Roll to attack.
Huzzah! All right, where are we at? There he is. Damn.
9 does not hit. He
Terrible.
You see, you and Thrisis like make like a bit of sound, arguing and grumbling amongst yourselves as you push past him, and so he gets a decent heads up where you taking aim, and he just like dodges out of the way.
Oh, sweet. Can
Signa, unless you want to
move?
try any fancy maneuvers, you can either take your entire turn trying to get downstairs, or getting downstairs, or try and do something crazy.
I was just gonna move out of the way if I could.
Nah, you took your entire movement to get there. Unfortunately.
Oh, is my whole movement? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, I will attempt to do something crazy.
All right. What would you like to try?
So
Where is my room in relation?
Look up on the blueprints.
I believe he was on. It was him. No, it's Thrisis and Grim are on the bottom floor. Everybody else is on the top floor.
Yes, but I want to see northeast. So that'd be. Your room would, in fact, be directly over his.
Okay, knowing that, I'm gonna see if I have enough like bed sheets or anything else to anchor to something and basically SWAT jump out of my window and hopefully crash into the open window.
I'd say that'd
And
be your
then-
action. But you still have your bonus action. And you also have action surge. Up to you. Yeah, no, like it'd be what's I'm looking for. It's like you're taking the time to get to tie the bed sheet together, and then tie it to an anchor point, and then swing down. You're taking the time to do that, so that'd be your action.
Okay, fuck it. If I just run and jump right to the window.
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Natural one. Natural one.
God damn it! Why'd you jinx me? 9.
9, much like it is sort of like it is a. You were 1 away, by the way. DC was 10, because you're only 10 feet down. You are in this sort of standoff, looking at each other quietly, and right after Blanton shoot this thing, you all hear this loud boom thud, and you're like, how was that? But
I choose
considering you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, But considering, as opposed to Josephine, who was on the balcony, and you are right real closer, use your half of your movement to get up, and I'd say you use the rest of your movement to like painfully open and like crawl in through Mendardis' window.
Hey, you see the window's already open.
So yeah, the window's open.
The shutters are open. The window could still be closed.
Hey, there wasn't glass in ancient times.
You see,
There's no glass. None whatsoever.
Not at all.
You see a figure fall and thump, and you're like, "What was that?" And then eventually you see Signa like climb through the window, like, ugh. That takes the rest of your movement.
Glass wasn't
So
invented
that's just
until
movement. I can
1956.
still do an action.
You can still do an action, yes,
Okay.
and a bonus action should you so choose.
Ooh, and a bonus action. Short or long rest. We're probably not going to do another short rest for a while. Alright, I am going to two-handed grab Hugh and chuck it at his face.
All right, roll to attack. You take Q, hold it by like the thing, and just go whoof, overhead throw.
Yeet.
Yeet.
This dice is about to get banished. 9.
9 does not hit. He sees he's shocked by the incoming, but he's like the wind up you do and like you like appearing like via window after fall gave him a little bit of like heads up that you'd be coming, and so he manages to sidestep, but Hugh does come back to your hand, much like God of War and the axe. So, yep. Unless you want to take your action surge.
I'm going to do my action surge. I'm not going out like a bitch. We'll do a short rest at some point in time. Alright.
All right.
This time will be better. $19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Suck a dick, Drow. Where's my D8?
It's a D10 because you're double handed.
Oh, D10 for throw. Okay. 8.
8. He's going to use his reaction, Uncanny Dodge. So as the weapon comes flying towards him, it does hit him, but he manages to twist and push his body, so it's more of a glancing blow as opposed to a head-on slam. He takes 4 points of damage, but still damage nonetheless. Back to the top of the round. Blanton, it's your turn. You finally have made your way to the room. You push past your allies, but that's about as far as you get to the door and right there.
All right. So, yeah. So since I'm here and I really can't reach him or do anything like that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw Shield of Faith on Osar.
All right. That will remove it from you.
Well, I can't have it on
This-
2 targets.
Shield of Faith is a concentration spell. You can only have it on 1 target.
Oh well, then.
I think you're
never
thinking of.
mind.
I think you're thinking of bless is what you're, in terms of like being able to cast it on multiple people.
Okay, then I'm just gonna hop in there and take a quick glance and see that nobody needs healing or whatever. So I'm just gonna stand there for right now since I got no more movement. Right.
It is now the assailant's turn. Seeing that everyone around him is, seeing that he's becoming surrounded, he's going to, he's going to reach into his pocket and he's going to use Essence of Ether.
The fuck is that?
I need everyone in the room to make me Constitution saving throws.
Fuck.
No.
As he
There's that
reaches
shit
into-
that like knocks you out.
he reaches into his pocket, pulls out a handful of sand and just blows into it, and like this glowing dust like fills the room.
Is it magical?
No, it is
Alchemical.
chemical. Yeah, it is alchemical in nature as opposed to like.
It's
magical
basically
effect.
roofies.
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
I got
There.
a
Chloroform, that's what I meant.
Beautiful.
if my math would work. 14. Sorry.
14.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a 5.
5. So
Somebody's throwing on the job.
Grim, Grim, Signa, and you said 14?
Yes.
You just made it. 14 was the DC. The only Grim and Signa are knocked out by this. Everyone else, you managed to like cover your mouth and like, but knocked out. But seeing now one of the openings that was previously blocked, now not so much anymore by a sleeping body, he's going to run for the window and use his cunning action bonus action to dash out. So he uses Signa's body as like a springboard and tumbles out into the window. So he's outside of the map, but he's 30 feet away.
Okay.
There we go. Okara, it is your turn.
I'm going to dash out after him and call his name out. Stop.
Okay, so use your movement and action to dash out. He's still ahead of you because you're deeper into the room. But he's like 10 to 20 feet ahead of you, so you can call out to him. And he turns back. So what do you say to him?
Vino, stop.
Just Vinail, stop.
What are you doing?
Skeleton.
What are you doing here?
Roll a persuasion check.
Call him a wanker.
His feet. He looks like he's about like mid ready to run again, but like he stands up straighter and looks at you. He's like, "I'm on the job. You should know that."
What are you doing in this house?
The guild was hired to retrieve something. I was sent to retrieve it.
What are you supposed to retrieve?
A map?
A map of what?
I'm not quite sure. I was told it would be in the studies desk, hidden in a compartment.
Who hired you to come in and get this? Besides the guild, who in the guild?
Well, the master as you know, the master deals out the contracts. I was the one who was chosen for the job. But as far as I know, there's an individual who referred to themselves to the master only as the Spider.
Motherfucker.
You were recently in a. You killed Yarno, didn't you?
I was also hired to do that. Yes.
I also noticed that you left your calling card.
It was an easy kill. Thought I'd make it a bit more exciting.
You know you're not supposed to do that. And you do know it matters the fact that if perhaps it fell into the wrong ears, that would bode well.
He shrugs. He's like, perhaps. But what's it matter to you? You're no longer in the guild.
I may no longer be in the guild, but I still have respect for the order, and I always will. And that sign in the corner could also mean, if it's also found, could also mean it brings bad things down for the guild. And you're still in the guild.
He smiles and shrugs. But I'll deal with the consequences as is. But what does this mean for us now? Will you let me go? Or are you and the rest of your friends going to chase me down?
Deal with the consequences now. Yeah.
Come back in, and let's all look at the map. I'm asking you.
Will I have your word your friends won't kill me?
If you come in, I will do my best. But on one condition that might bode better for you is you owe my naked friend an apology. And
Yeah, by the way,
And-
Mendaris has been naked this entire
yeah,
time.
exactly something.
That's how I fight all my
also-
battles.
Totally
I
fucking
also-
forgot about that. Is
I look at him and be like, why you came in into trying to attack a naked man is beside me, but that's your thing. But
Yeah,
if you come,
the man was naked. I was not aware that he'd be naked when I took this job. Alright?
okay, well, all right, we'll go with that.
He got
With the
real
tongue-
close to him seeing he was naked. He
With
came
the
right
tongue-
up
Come
at
on,
him.
man.
What the targets
But
do
naked.
with their
Just give him the helicopter.
targets do with their free time is none of my business.
If you come back
You're a
in,
hell of a prophetic, like clan leader.
but if you come back
Roll-
in and you
Mm.
apologize,
Roll
I
another
maybe.
persuasion check.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
And wake me the
Watch
fuck
it
up.
be like a natural one.
He like sort of leans on one foot. He's like, I want you to go tell them first before I go back into the house.
Do I have your word you're not gonna run? Stay right here.
So long as I have your word that I won't be stabbed.
And do I believe him?
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
Can we poke him just a little?
Sorry, man, my math's doing something wrong. Here, wait. Having computer difficulties. 1 second.
It happens, I understand.
Okay.
Oh, that's a persuasion, insight.
Oh, I got all flustered with that.
It's okay.
I just want you to be aware that Mantardis' hat is 5 foot across.
Insight 2. Big old 2. He seems on the
Woo!
straight, like kind of hard. Like he's always been hard to read, being a drow and an assassin and all. But you know, you feel like he's being truthful. But you know,
Okay.
He's a good
So I
God.
tell him, you stay right there. I'm going to go talk to the group, come back and get you.
all right. So we're effectively out of initiative at this point, unless it has to be re-rolled. So you all, Mendardis and no, not Mendardis, Grim and Signa are still asleep. However, soon enough, Josephine does burst her way through into the room, a bit late to the party. But you all watch as Okaro pulls herself through the window again. And what do you say?
I'm gonna
Everybody.
kick the
But anyway, I come in and I'm like, I know this person. We were in the guild together. He was looking for a map in here, and he's standing outside, willing to come in and share some information. Look at the map. If you won't attack him, or you won't take him into custody, so to speak.
I'm gonna walk over to Signa and kick him awake. But I'm gonna make sure that when he wakes up, Mandardis' ding-a-ling is right in his face, in his line of vision.
You're gonna kick him away, you're gonna teabag him away.
And I'm also gonna say to Mandardis,
Easy enough.
like his mouth is wide open and he's snoring. Just dip him
Easy
right
enough. Easy enough. You jostle him. Like it takes an action to wake someone, so you easily enough wake him up. Signa, you
in. Okay,
awaken to Signa, you awaken to the a
the dangling
sight.
peen.
a
I look
sight.
up and say, you know, there should be a penis there.
Ouch! At least I could have let you keep sleeping, you motherfucker.
And then I roll over and do a kip up onto my feet. Like, oh, this is a good battle. Can we slap this guy?
Huzzah! I think I'm still sleeping.
No. Thrice says he woke you up, so you're good.
Outstanding. I shall
So-
wake up and move.
Okara informs you all of the information she has passed on.
Thrysis, why is your dick out?
It's not Thrysis.
No, it's Mendardus.
I'm-
Mendardus is the one with the dick out. This guy right here.
Mendatus, why is your dick out?
Thrysis just wanted to match.
Put that shit away.
Oh, that's the fashion now?
Tuck and roll. Tuck and roll.
What's
I'm
happening?
gonna walk over and grab my robe that's hung on the wall and put it on.
Easy enough, but so like Akara comes in and tells you what you wanted to tell you. What's the general response?
First off, what map is he talking about? I've been through this study countless times and never seen any map anywhere.
He said there's a compartment hidden in the map, and he said that it was actually, I can let you all know this, because I hate the motherfucker that I'm about to tell you about. It is my current guild leader. I believe may have sent him here, or somebody that knows of him, or they're in cahoots together. I would like to find out. They sent him here, and Vernal is not a bad guy, although you wouldn't know it because obviously he did come in and attack. And by the way, Mendardus, I have told him, and everybody here should get an apology for that, but I would like him, it's the best way for us to find out what's going on. But he just wants everybody's word that he won't be attacked.
Why do we
As long
need
as
him
he
to come
doesn't
back?
go all stabby, I say let's see what we can
We
find
do
out.
not.
Why do we need him to come back? Because if he sees the map, then he's just going to go tell the other people.
Well,
But he already told us where the map is, and he already just said that he was sent by the master. He's not going to know any more information about the spider. He said that all he knows about the spider is that he's called the spider.
well, we may be a way to take down the real culprit in all of it, which I would not mind if it does turn out being gilded.
Let me ask this: if we bring him back in, would he be willing to work with us and report information to us? That because if he's a part of this guild, he's not going to do anything that endangers his guild. But would he be able to report to us what he knows so we can deal with whoever's hiring them?
We can definitely discuss that with him for sure. And I can promise you that if I'm asking you, I know that you haven't known me that long, but I do consider you all my friends. And I am asking of you, but if he was to attack you after, all bets are off. Kill him.
I just want to see this round.
We don't make friends around here.
But I have to go back out and get him to go back out. Afraid to come back in. Notice that you're all pissed off right now.
I say let him
Quick,
in.
let's all get naked before he gets back in. Fuck with him just a little bit.
He walks in.
All right, motherfucker.
Mandar essentially just drops his robe and like, all right, I thought we were getting naked.
Oh my god.
Let's do this.
Is everyone getting naked?
No.
I'm not. I definitely don't want him. But
Yeah,
can I go?
now the ogre doesn't want to get naked.
The ogre. Ooh, that is a big insult.
So can I go get him?
I dodge it.
Yeah, get him.
Roll a,
Okay.
roll a strength check, Bo. Roll a strength check, Joe. Just a simple strength check. 16. What's your AC?
That was stealth.
Ding dong.
Oh, stealth. Oops.
Click stealth. No?
Like strength is on it's on the left hand
Yeah.
side.
She's going for a sneak attack, smack.
I'm trying here. Why
Up.
is it not clicking right? Come on now.
Well, you rolled strength saving throw first, so we're gonna go off.
There we go. Strength check. I got it.
Winner.
Okay.
Naturally, she picks the one that says 22, not the one that says 10.
I can't honestly even see it because my thing's like when I pull up my thing, I can't even see what's on the discussion. See, look. Asshole.
There's a fight going on. Both in and out of game. But
I'm back out.
It is a heavy. It is okay. We'll find a compromise that you do manage to land a
I don't
blow,
get to
but
dodge.
no damage is done.
Fine.
It is a simple backhand, like bap, but no damage is pulled. However, Okara, you wander back out and roll a perception check.
Okay.
He gone.
You look around, and at first, Vela does not see you. You don't see him anywhere, and you're like, did he run away? And you walk away, and you walk away a bit, and then you hear like a voice from up top, and like sitting in the tree line, like up in the like branches of the trees, he says, "So what they say?"
I look up. I'm like, of course you'd be up there.
What can
and
he shrugs, is like I didn't want one of you guys pointing out the window and shooting all your arrows at me.
I'm like, well, I talked to them, and they're willing for you to come in. They have some questions, things that they want to talk to you about, but you will not be attacked, provided you don't attack them. And again, apologize.
He sort of like raises his hands and like that whole hands up kind of thing. Hey, you got me outnumbered.
Okay, and then I look at him though, and I say, if I can secure your safety, I do want a favor. You'll owe me a favor.
He sort of raises his eyebrows. I'm like, I can. What's the word? He's like, he says, I can accommodate that. However, my stipulation is, they speak through me out the window. I'm not coming back in the house.
Romeo.
If you want to talk about the map or potentially see it, I would suggest I'll make a deal. You can stay by the window, close to it, if you feel safer, but you come in the window.
Roll a persuasion.
Blanton sticks his head out the window and says, "Get in here, you idiot bastard!"
You have 3 elves in your party.
They know which one I'm talking to.
He frowns. He's like, all right, but I'm keeping my weapons on me. He jumps off from the tree, from the branches, and walks side by side with you.
Okay, so we pop back in.
So eventually, you all like get your stuff back together. Most of you, like, you're all in like your pajamas essentially,
Except for Mandardus.
Except for Mandardus, who is in his pajamas essentially, and he walks back in, and like he sort of like gingerly, like very like cat ready to bolt kind of like way, enters back into the house, and he's like, all right. He looks at Mandardus like, he's still naked.
Of course.
So
Can you hold an action outside of combat?
You can, yes.
I'm gonna hold action for hold person just in case he tries to bolt.
All right, sounds good. So you have that ready. Oh, okay. Anyway, so he steps in and like leans against the windowsill, and like kind of like that leaned where he's like ready to just like fall backwards and like hit the ground, but he's like just sort of leaning against it. So I am, he does air quotes, sorry for doing my job. There is no ill will. I'm simply doing my career.
You attacked a naked man in the middle of the night.
And he says, I don't claim to be perfect. I just claim to be good at my job. He looks towards Okara. You would understand.
I can't disagree, but we're here for the reason, again, you're in here. What were you after? There's a map.
I was sent to Phandalin on a job to tie up some loose ends. This individual calling himself the Spider came to our guild saying that he had a subordinate who screwed up and couldn't afford to have him talk. I was to silence him. and then go towards his and go find his study where he previously worked and acquire a map among other things that was said to be inside a secret compartment inside of the desk.
Have you ever seen this person that's calling himself the Spider?
As of yet, no. I was supposed to meet at a drop-off point at the end of the, which was supposed to be located on the map. I was supposed to go to a drop-off point and deliver him the materials. I assume then is when I would have met him.
Where is this map?
I was told it was in the desk in the secret compartment. I was about to have you open it until you so kindly pulled your little trick.
Well, when you attack a naked man, you kind of gotta expect surprises.
He shrugs. You're more than welcome to look.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk over to the desk and see if I can find this secret compartment he's talking about.
Roll an investigation check.
Well, he's rolling that. Since I knew Iarno, is there anything that I would have been able to pick up on, like him hanging out with any shady characters before he went missing?
Before Iarno left, he was typically on the up and up, but apparently his arrival had twisted him in some way.
14 on the investigation.
14. It's simple enough. Now that you know you're looking for something, you push along the edges until you find a sort of false panel. You push up and out and reveal, like he said, a secret compartment where a few scrolls and papers are scattered about.
I'm obviously going to look at these and see what they say.
One is a letter. Inside it is Iarno. It's apparently a letter that Iarno was planning on sending, but didn't get the chance to when you all essentially raided and kidnapped him.
Hey, arrested.
Arrested. But it says it is addressed to the Black Spider, and it says the dwarves that we ambushed had a map to the lost mines of Fandelver, ones you are currently seeking. Not only of, but of the layout. Together, we should be able to, with this knowledge, we should be able to track down the Spellforge. On a map, there is a roughly hand-drawn map of what was supposed to be the old what you assume is the mines of Fandelver, and there's also on a map of the local area, there is one place with an X and a circle around it with the words Wave Echo Cave = Lost Mines. You also find one second, I gotta find this. You also find a scroll of Fireball in the mix.
Pew, 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 pew.
Well, obviously, I'm keeping the scroll of Fireball with me.
So those are the papers you find in the secret compartment.
I'm gonna lay everything out on the desk so everybody can see it, but I'm gonna keep my hand firmly placed on the map so that it can't be ripped up and taken off with.
Okay. Y'all are crowd around it, but essentially at this point, he knows he's outnumbered. He knows that he's way outnumbered, and he's typically an assassin. So Vanel is just sort of leaning against the windowsill, just in that poised movement, ready to pounce away should anything bad happen.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, point on this map where you were supposed to meet up with this person.
He sort of as opposed to getting closer to you, he pounces up and jumps into the rafters, and stays up there, and takes out a dagger and throws it down, and it hits a point on the map. You can keep that. Show of goodwill. And he jumps back down and towards the window again.
Well, everybody, what are you thinking?
It is a location it is a ridge not too far from this area called the Wave Echo Cave. Perhaps like a ridge maybe 5 miles away from it.
Is he expecting to see you specifically?
He is indeed. He's not me specifically. He's expecting to see a member of the guild to meet with him, or perhaps I was told someone would meet me there, whether it be him himself or an emissary of his. I cannot say.
I'm assuming Sparky's close by.
Who's? Oh, you mean Okara?
No, Sparky.
Sparky. Oh yeah, no. Like he was with you, so it's like he was like like.
Now to clarify, me and him can speak telepathically, correct? He can understand my thoughts.
He can understand your thoughts, and while he can't provide words to you, he can provide feelings and.
Okay,
like,
I just want to make sure that
emotions.
he can basically read my thoughts. So
Mhm.
telepathically, I'm gonna ask Sparky if he's ever seen this particular drow or anything like that, or anyone like him or dressed like him before.
Sparky E, you see the flashes of Sparky's memories, and there is just one memory in particular, where in the forests of Fendelver, you recognize it, but you're not quite sure where in the forests because it's just there's a lot of forest. But within the forest, you see a tall, slicked back, silver-haired, pointed, gray skin, and holding a staff and like dressed in robes. You see like that kind of like looking individual speaking with Sparky's previous owner, with the essential like cult leader, and that's the only memory you have. They are speaking. Do you speak Undercommon?
No.
Then you do not understand what they are saying.
Can I try to repeat what I hear to see if anybody understands what I'm saying?
All right, roll a perception check to see if you can discern the words enough.
Ooh. 19.
All right, does anyone in the room speak Undercommon?
I thought I did, but I guess not.
The drow probably does.
You do see a hint of like he as everyone like has this look of like the drow like raises his eyebrows but remains tight-lipped. Or Vanel.
What about you up there, you pointy-eared rat?
I was told to come in here, give you the map, and tell you what I know about the job.
Circumstances change. I was told I was going to come in here and take a nap, not deal with you tonight.
I'm just gonna look at him like, Vernal, come on.
He sighs. I will, he's like, it's a bit hard when there's only one person leading off a conversation, but from what I can gather, there was an agreement between two individuals. One was allowed free reign throughout someone's territory, and he was for them to have access to talk to some dragon, and in return they were to kidnap and capture or kill any dwarves in the area and take their information in hopes to find this sort of cave that this guy's looking for.
I'm going to describe not Sparky's former owner, but the other guy to see if he recognizes that description.
So I was like, I mean, a lot of drows look like that, like full drows. He sort of like gestures to himself, only half. But no, I don't recognize whoever you're telling me about.
Uh-huh.
When are you supposed to meet this guy?
The drop-off is supposed to be tomorrow at dusk.
So I'm going to talk to the group now. So do we want to follow him to the drop-off point and get the jump on whoever he's meeting with?
I don't. I'm gonna look at Okara and be like, "Do you still? Is this what you used to wear when you were in this particular guild, or if not, do you still have that clothing available to you?"
There was no Okara. You would know there is no uniform. However, a brand was marked on each guild member, and you still have yours because it is a brand.
Right. So I let Mandaris know that I just have the brand, but these are the clothes I've always worn.
Well, maybe we can maybe you could tell your friend here to lay low for a few days, and he can have a couple drinks on us down at the tavern or whatever, but we can have you do the drop off because we obviously can trust you a little more than we can him. See see what's going on, and maybe we can set up an ambush to get more information if possible.
I'd be willing to do that.
You think pretty good for a naked man.
I might be naked, but I'm still pretty smart, you little bastard.
So I look up at Vernal, and I'm like, so, you gonna stick around?
I mean, he sort of like rolls the he sort of like chews the inside of his cheek. If you truly need me to stay, I'm willing to stick around for maybe a day or two. That is, of course, he points towards the window. I'm allowed to leave after the time comes up.
What happens if you don't complete your mission?
I don't get paid.
Will you be in trouble?
I mean, as much trouble as a failure would be, but
right.
I am this job was trivial, and it wasn't supposed to have the complication of he begins counting you 7 assholes. So I'm sure they'd be a bit more understanding.
Well, you stick around. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Kill him.
Okay.
Nobody calls me an asshole. Yes.
Say that out loud.
I say you should die for being a rude little shit.
He reaches back into his pocket.
Grim, it's okay. He's only a drow. Not everybody can be a big piece of shit like him.
And then I look at him I look at Vernal like.
Did you say that out loud? I hope you did.
Yes. Hell yes.
Yes.
He's a drow.
You can see a handful of ether in his hand already.
I'm like, don't.
I'm gonna piss on him.
We did make a deal. As much as I despise the drow, we did make a deal.
Did we now? Asshole.
So I look back at the group and I'm like, so everybody else, is everybody in agreement, or I'm gonna go to the drop off?
Well, shit, I guess.
It sounds to me like we don't really trust this guy. Do we need him hanging around, or can we let him just bounce?
I don't want him to bounce to give us up before we have the opportunity to get more information.
I'll agree with my guys.
Trust him bouncing.
Job. He says this out loud. He can hear. I've already failed the job. You guys have the information. I wouldn't have anything to give them.
But what do you gain out of helping us?
My life? You all not killing me?
Right, but you say that you'll stick around, but you could just slip away at any point. So why would you stay?
Kara's a former work friend and compatriot. As a courtesy to her giving me assistance and letting me live, I am willing to stay behind a day or two, if she truly needs it.
I would like you to stay, and I think it would make the group comfortable.
He says, however, only with the assurance that I will not be killed in the dead of night. And I had no contract to kill any of you. I merely only intended to take the stuff and leave. It just so happened a naked man was in the room I needed to be in.
If I had a dollar for every time that happened.
So I'll look back at him and I'll be like, on top of it, if you do stick around, I will be very silent. No one would know about your mark left.
He says, like...
Or helping your marks get the jump on whoever you're supposed to deliver your shit to.
And whatever you all do to him is no problem of mine.
So are we gonna have him stay here, or are we having him stick around?
Have him stay at the tavern. He ain't staying in this house. I got too much.
Okay, just making sure.
Quick question.
Get out of my swamp!
The basement of this place was the Red Brand hideout, right? So there's a prison
pretty much
area
down
there, right?
This entire place, yeah. There is essentially 2 prison cells downstairs.
That's where Okara and I were found, right? So we could lock him up down there.
At that, you can hear the creak of him like stepping up onto the windowsill.
Just for protection, just so we know where you're at.
I'll look at him and be like, you did come in here, and you know I'm not going to. I said, if you don't trust anybody else in here, you know me. And I'm not going to put your life at risk. If we've all agreed and keep it all this is just because you attacked them. They're just a little jumpy because they're afraid you could attack them or a flight risk. And you have to understand that.
Look, I get it. It being disliked, A, comes with the skin color, and B, comes with the job.
Oh,
It's because he's black. It's because he's black.
Oh no.
He's like,
You
he turns
opened
to
up-
you, he's like, I mean,
What do you mean, you orcs?
Like he said, like he points to you, like Josephine, like, I mean, if anyone in here should understand, it's you. So no,
Yeah.
I do not blame.
She sleeps in the prison too.
It's like I do not blame nor care about the resentment that happens. However, I do care about whether or not if I am put into one of your stocks, unarmed, one of you comes in and bash my skull in. I am not a frontline fighter. I'm a sneaker.
So if we put you in the cell with your daggers, totally cool.
He's like slightly more cool, but still I'd be at a terrible disadvantage.
Yeah, we're like half cool.
Okay. He like, how's this? He fucking reaches into his pocket and pulls out a little sparrow, and she's like, "Beep, beep, 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 beep." Here. So like he holds it out. He holds it out to Akara. Like Akara, you recognize them as like the little messenger birds that you guys have.
Yes.
Send her to me. The moment I get it, I'll come back in town. The moment you need me, I'll stick around the forest area. Sounds good?
I'm gonna look back at the group. They have to agree to it since they are my friends. This is our house. I look back at everybody. What do you think? Are you okay with that?
If Okara trusts him, I trust him.
Like, I'm not gonna get back to the guild without my sparrow. So with this, you can come back to me. Like you can send me a message, and I'll come running.
Okay. What does everybody think?
As she's saying this, I whip out my little journal thing. I'm not paying attention anymore, and I'm pulling up my list, and I put messenger sparrow ? And then I start drawing a bird next to it.
This is the compromise I'm willing to make, Okara.
I'm just waiting for everybody to agree to it, and I'm okay with that.
Signa's good.
Mandaris agrees.
I mean, I don't care, but I don't see why we need him.
So where'd you get a bird?
He points. He's like, one is delivered to us whenever we join the guild. It's a way for us to keep in contact, and tell her when missions are done or complications arise. Akara used to have one until she decided she wanted to retire.
Can I have your bird when you die?
I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
Hey, Grim.
Is that a he's like, is that a threat? He tilts his head.
I look at him and I'm like, I'll keep the bird and I will definitely message you when we're ready. But I do want a little something extra.
And what might that be?
Here, let me walk you out for a second.
He walks out of the thing.
Or we can hop out the window.
Yeah, that's what I said. You guys walk out the window together. The sparrow leaves his hand and lands on your shoulder.
And as
Then
I'm
you
out
two
there,
begin to walk towards the tree line.
and I'll be like, so I will definitely send for you with your bird when we're ready. I
Mhm.
said, now comes what I want from you.
I thought this is the favor. Me sticking around.
No. I'm not telling anybody about your mark. So I think I'm owed a small favor. It's not a big one. It's nothing against my friend. It's just something for me I want. You're a drow.
Half.
Exactly. And I know you have access to drow poison. Correct?
He sort of raises his eyebrow, and as a matter of fact, the trial poison is he's pretty much the only one in the guild that knows how to make it.
So I'm like, my first question: can I make drow poison, or does a drow have? I look at.
It is a recipe tend to be passed down amongst us. You do not have to be a drow to make it. However, it helps to know the proper ingredients and how to get them.
How hard are the ingredients for it to get it?
Well, he sort of strokes his chin. He's like, they're not easy to come by. They're not plants you find here on the surface. Caves and where you'll typically find them.
Well, my thing to you is either you bring me some drow poison from time to time and keep me supplied in that, or you get me in touch with somebody who can, or show me how to make it.
I can give you the recipe. A lot easier for you to know it than me popping in and out every now and then with your fucking axe-happy friends.
Okay. And do you have any on you now that you could leave with?
I never leave without some. He pulls out a single vial. He's like, I'll give you half.
Oh, come on. If you can make it, why not just give it?
Because the rest of my stash is at home, and I'm not about to leave myself defenseless.
All right, fine. I'll take half and the recipe.
He's like, I will... Give me some time to write it out. I'll get back to you.
All right. Do I have your word?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Can I yell out the window? Just already!
Go ahead. I'll look at him and be like,
He now gives you this looks out at the house with this really weird look. Looks back at you. He's like, these are the people you're hanging out with nowadays.
They're good people and interesting
so
fun.
Fucking loud.
Well, what can I say? They're good people. A little crazy, but they're good.
Well, your choice, not mine.
But don't worry, I'm not going to kiss you. I don't think that'd go over well either.
No. I'll hang out around the forest, and don't worry. He pets the sparrow. Little guy will be able to find me.
Okay.
But if you need me for a fight, probably a little bit better to give me maybe a day or so heads up.
Okay. And with that, I will wave to him. I'll be like, I will soon. And give him that look like,
He gives a little two-finger salute and then runs off into the darkness. And him being him, soon enough, he vanishes from sight.
And I'll pop back into the window.
So to kiss.
No. I'm just not into drows that way.
Racist.
No,
I'm
they're,
sorry.
Black.
they're filth.
They're not.
Wow.
Coming from you, dangle pants.
Put a
Exactly.
robe on.
It should have more weight coming from someone like me.
So he won't be breaking in and attacking anybody naked again.
Darn it.
Well, we already know that he has an issue with it, so everybody just get naked. So if he does attack, it'll put him off.
There you go. Everyone just did. I'm still not gonna get naked because I really don't want him to see me naked.
A light
No,
knock
like
on
in
the
your
door.
room.
You hear a light knock on the door, and it's Sky peeking her head in. She's like, "Is everything okay?"
I'm gonna turn to her and be like, "Oh, hey, Sky."
Hi, Sky. Yes, we're fine. Before you before you leave, I do have a question.
She is holding up a hand, however, like covering Mendardas from view.
And just so you know, Mandardus is full spread, hands up in the air, legs spread.
Oh my god.
Like I said, she's holding up a hand, covering it, and like even waking up in the middle of the night, she still has like that wind effect around her. Her hair seems to be blowing where there is no breeze inside of a house.
I'm gonna look at Mandardus and say, "Why are you the way that you are?"
Because you love me.
But yes, Mistress Okara, is there something that you need me to do?
Yeah, I actually have a favor. If you could step out in the hall real quick, that way, you know, and uncover your eyes. It's for you.
Thank you. She takes a step away, back into the hallway of the house.
So I have a question. Up in there, real quick for the DM. Our walls in our bedroom, are they made of wood or are they made of rock or stone?
It's a stone rock combination. Like the pillars are stone, but the walls are made of wood. It's like a stone foundation, but like a wood sort of thing.
Okay, I was curious. In my bedroom that's attached to Blanton, could you take one of the bricks out just so that we have I can see in between each other's room?
I mean, just one brick?
Yeah, just one, maybe two, like a small window. But we can take the bricks in and out, and then don't take them fully out, but just loosen them so I can remove it.
It'll take some time, considering this is an old house and the bricks have been placed for quite a while. But we can get to work on that, or perhaps even hire a contractor to do so.
I'd like you to do it if possible. Maybe if you have some workers or a contractor, whichever, and whatever time it takes.
We will get onto that.
All right. Thank you. Then I go back into the room.
It's like, I'm going back to sleep now. And she wanders off.
Sweet
And
dreams.
you can hear her talking to the other servants, like, it's okay, everything's fine. Go back to bed.
Well, that was an eventful night. I'm going back to bed myself, I think.
Would I have before we set off in the morning? Would I have enough time to craft another health potion, or finish crafting the one I was doing, and then also do
You can either, as like I say, you can either A, finish crafting, or B, go into a trance.
Fuck it, go into the trance.
Alright. So everyone goes back to sleep. A long rest is completed. Everyone's health goes back to full. Abilities that have been spent are returned. It is currently 10 and 11 at some people's homes. Do y'all want to keep going a little bit longer, or do you want to end for tonight?
I'm good with either.
I'm good with either.
Keep going.
I have to go to bed.
At the end.
I was gonna say, what's
Define, keep going.
like? Are we coming into a big part that's gonna take a long time, or are we just like run into accidents?
I have a part where I think we can end.
Well, we can pick it up next time.
Yeah, if people are wanting to just pick it up next time, that's fine.
Yeah, we can pick it up next time. So that's what you want to do.
That's fine.
Daniel has sleepy eyes.
That's fine. I totally get it. We started a bit.
Tired.
He always
We had
gives me those
it's
fuck me
11
eyes.
for some people. It's only 10 for me, but it's like 11 for some people. I totally get it. So
He's glaring at me now.
yeah, we can pick this up next. We can pick this up next week. But you all surviving an attack against a assailant, having come to a what's I'm looking for, a typical a less bloodshed-filled agreement, and now with a goal of perhaps maybe you'll be able to meet him, meet the spider that you were seeking, who has been dogging Fandolin for these past couple of months, and has certainly been causing no small amount of trouble for you. You all wake up in the morning and get ready for another day, and perhaps get your plans in order. And then that is where we shall end tonight.
So does that count as another short rest?
No, I'd say you guys finish a long rest. You essentially get all your abilities back. I think only a few of you, only Mendardus was like really hurt because he was like, attacked. He was the one attacked, and I think the only other ones who took damage were Josephine and Signa, having fallen out of their windows.
Their damage was not their own fault.
However, Mendardus, that shatter spell did significantly damage a number of the desks in the study, and you just look at all the new desks and paper that were torn to shreds, and you're like,
I'm gonna ask Sky to go replace them.
She understands, and there's a carpenter, and it'll be like maybe 5 gold to replace them.
Oh, okay. I just handed the 5 gold and tell her.
She takes it and tells you that they'll be replaced in the morning or in a couple of days as soon as the carpenter is able to make the desks.
Actually, speaking of paying her, have you deducted the 3 gold per person?
No.
Or do you want us to do that?
I mean, if y'all can do it right now, that'd be great. Just 3 gold per person for her and all the servants.
Math hard, brain hurt. Okay.
You good?
And essentially, it's 3 gold for her and the servants, and the extra is them stocking and creating food, and just buying supplies as needed as days go on.
Apparently, we have a dog in the house now.
The dog, just.
Speaking of, do I need to get you special kibble or?
Wow.
Are you telling this to Sky?
No, I think it was.
He's like,
No, I'm asking Grim.
Asking Grim. Oh, okay. Special kibble.
Huzzah!
You tell Sky, like, hey.
I can only last like 10 minutes, and then it goes away.
So no kibble. Sky, put the kibble away.
Huzzah!
Not yet.
Grandma, I think she wants you to be her pet now.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh wait, wrong animal.
All right. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed tonight's session.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you again to what was her name?
Ammy Biscuits.
Ammy Biscuits for the lovely photo. I thought that was,
Yeah, for sure.
I really
It was
liked
awesome.
Yeah. And again, her Instagram will be linked in the description of the YouTube channel, and I'll also post it in our Discords in case you guys want to reach out to her. In our Discord, I'll have her Discord information attached as well.
Perfect. Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
All right. Well, with that, I bid you all a good night, and it was less of a combat-driven session, but you did manage to bring it all to a lovely bow tied up in a bow. So I'd say 200 experience for everyone.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Only 3,000 more to go to 5.
Right?
Oh wait until you just get up to the ridiculous levels. Like when you hit level, I think it's when you hit like level 7 or level 10, it's just like crazy in a crazy amount of XP is what you need. So like we're doing experience now, but after a certain point when like the amount of XP that it takes to level up becomes ludicrous, we're gonna switch to milestone, and I'll tell you when you level up. Essentially, you know what I mean?
Huzzah!
If we get that far, I'm hoping we do. But
what experience should we have now?
35.
Even?
Have like
Yeah, 35 even.
Oh.
3,500.
35,000.
Or 35,000. No, not 35,000. 3,500. What am I
Hey,
saying?
hey,
He said it.
DM,
He
DM
said it,
said it.
everybody.
DM
No
said it.
takebacks.
Do it, do
Shut
it.
up. Everyone like puts in 35,000 real quick.
It's canon. It's canon.